videotapes can be found everywhere. Thrift stores, the web, really in most places. And even mysteriously so, your front door or mailbox. Now let me set the scene straight for you. See, back in the 2000s, a man named Darren Kronsky, who was known as the director of the mysterious Nickelodeon movie Dig, and responsible for the murders of the actors in the movie, had acquired an abandoned storage unit in California, numbered as 670. The inside contained nothing but DVDs and videotapes of old, obscure, and potentially newer lost episodes of cartoons and TV shows. According to reports, one of the things he found was a duffel bag of recorded tapes, all labeled as broadcast interruptions, with exact dates and times. One of the tapes he found was dated May 20th, 2005. He was able to find a VHS and DVD player combo underneath the duffel bag and broke into an archivist's room. Now, what's an archivist, you may ask? It's someone who is responsible for scanning or digitizing these tapes into a digital medium to make them easier to access in the future with a planned migration for long-term storage. And what he found in those tapes was nothing more than a planned and failed ARG that ended up imploding on itself because of the creator's unknown disappearance. For now, let me go ahead and set the scene for what was contained in the tapes. First, we have May 20th, 2005. It starts with a normal news broadcast during a standoff with two people. At this point, this is where things began to get weird. The anchor says, "The standoff between," and the names were replaced with redacted, along with the loud bang sound before the screen snapped to black until white text appeared on the screen. "We are losing him. We need to look for Daniel," before it cuts off and the tape stops. We also have January 20th, 2002. A normal episode of SpongeBob SquarePants was shown before a glitch during the Coming Up Next screen. The text says, Guys, I need help," before everything stops, and out of nowhere, a loud burst of static explodes the speakers. More text on the screen reads, It's dark. Help me, get me the hell out of here," before this tape suddenly stops too. And that was it. I mean, really, that was how empty, shallow, and dead the ARG became. So Darren did some online research. Accordingly, the ARG was titled The Final Project, Biohazard. A spanning television ARG about two men named Daniel and Andrew Steiner. Two scientists who created a portal to the television dimension. But Daniel gets sucked into the dimension after an event that involves a tentacle. Now, the real creator, a defunct YouTube channel named Project Archive, also known as, ironically, Daniel, had suddenly vanished after completing only 2 VHS tapes of the ARG. But when he looked at the duffel bag closely, he found a piece of paper. It was a location from Google Maps. And that was the last time Darren was ever seen. going out of his home at 7:34 p.m. from the broken-into archivist location and looking for the mapped location. Ironically, MSNBC and NBC News reported the following. Good evening. Our top story today, 23-year-old Darren Kronsky has been found missing after police in California found traces of an open storage unit and a broken-into house containing 32-year-old Justin Richland of the group, the Archivist Pack, dead from a gunshot wound. As we speak, police are still looking for Darren Kronsky. We've tried looking for traces of Darren, but nothing has come across of anything. 100,000 recorded VHS tapes, DVDs, DVD-R discs, and external drives have been given to the CSI to investigate, an officer stated. That's all for now.